From Brexit, let's shift focus over to NATO. 70 years ago, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or the NATO, was formed. On the occasion, head of NATO Jens Stoltenberg addressed a joint session of the US Congress. He has said that the organization is not seeking a new Cold War with Russia. Stoltenberg said that the NATO had no intentions of deploying land-based nuclear missiles in Europe.
NATO has no intention of deploying land-based nuclear missiles in Europe.
The chief also warned the United States of a threat posed by a more assertive Russia to the alliance. He singled out Russia for violating the INF treaty.
I continue to call on Russia to return to compliance with the INF treaty. But so far, Russia has taken no steps to do so, and time is running out. We do not want a new arms race. We do not want a new Cold War. But we must not be naive. An agreement that is only respected by one side will not keep us safe. So we must also prepare for a world without the INF Treaty. We will be measured and coordinated. We will not mirror what Russia is doing.
The NATO chief also used his speech to give a ringing defense of the most successful alliance in history. However, Trump has often mocked the organization and taken credit for its progress. A day before the joint session, Stoltenberg met Donald Trump at the White House. Trump reiterated that the alliance had become stronger under his presidency. The U.S. president said that U.S. had worked with the organization to get some of the allies to pay a fair share. He also repeated his complaint that the United States pays a disproportionate share of defense costs for the NATO. Trump wants to see the NATO members boosting their defense budget even more.
We have 7 of the 28 countries are currently current, and the rest are trying to catch up, and they will catch up, and some of them have no problems because they haven't been paying and they're very rich. But we're looking at the 2% of GDP level. And at some point, I think it's going to have to go higher than that. I think probably it should be higher. But we're at a level of 7 out of the 28. The United States pays for a very big share of NATO, a disproportionate share. But the relationship with NATO has been very good. The relationship with the Secretary General has been outstanding. And I think tremendous progress has been made.
However, the NATO chief has reassured the U.S. that the other allies have increased their defense spending. In the U.S. Congress session, he said that European allies and Canada have spent an additional $41 billion on defense by the end of next year. That figure will rise to $100 billion. U.S. President Donald Trump, however, was reluctant to criticize Russia. He said he believed that relations with Moscow will be fine. Foreign ministers from NATO countries are meeting in the United States capital for the occasion. The meeting comes amid rising tensions with Russia. Now, here is what you need to know about NATO. It is a political and military alliance that joins the US and Canada with allies in Europe. The treaty was signed on April 4th, 1949. It started as a group of 12 countries and expanded to 29 countries. It emerged out of Cold War fears of Soviet expansionism. Under the treaty, if one member of the alliance is attacked in Europe or North America, it is considered as an attack on all members.